from the Forbidden City visit to what's been a forbidden topic well in the past, and that is trade between China and the U.S. But trade talks are now set to dominate President Trump's second day in China, which begins just hours from now. 19 deals worth $9 billion have actually just been signed between American and Chinese companies, but in the grand scheme of things, that's actually not that much. This news also comes as China announced its trade surplus with the U.S. It was gigantic. $26.62 billion, slightly down from the September number of about $2 billion. So estimates show the trade deficit between the two countries is set to be nowhere near that. It's expected to hit $370 billion this year. So what does President Trump need to do to ease that deficit, make it more better? It's good, Liz. College graduate. Make it better for the United States and ease these tensions with China. Let me bring in Mike Holland, Holland Co chairman. And you have now traveled to China 100+ times.
It's been a lot over the last 25
you must
years.
Have such frequent flyer miles.
A lot.
Okay.
25 years ago, I also was in the Forbidden City. I've watched the change in the politics and the economy and the leadership over that 25 years. And I think it's really fun to watch these two guys, just as you were describing, with two great powers negotiating, one of whom is a successful negotiator, the other who is a successful emperor, if you will, at this point. Xi Jinping, the guy who's running China right now, just signed up. They signed him up. He told them to sign him up for another 5 years, which no one has done quite the way he did 11 days ago, which basically means he's going to be there for life. And so he can do whatever he wants. Trump is going to do what the President of the United States can do. And in his case, I think he'll be able to extract from Xi Jinping some things, and Xi Jinping will give him a few things to make him feel good. But overall, I think we have just begun this waltz between these two guys. This is the beginning. The next couple of years will be really interesting. A year and a half from now, I think that's when we will find out what actually is going on with things like the whole idea of technology and stealing thoughts and machines and technology.
Well, let's talk about that, because President Trump has said, and he's not wrong, that these are very unbalanced trade deals. China is the beneficiary all the time. They get the good end of a deficit, certainly. But go inside the Chinese mind right now, and I read something unbelievable, that China in the past 2 or 3 years has gotten patents, hundreds of patents for artificial intelligence, which is a big topic here in the United States and in Silicon Valley. Oh, it's going to create jobs. But I think they far outweigh the U.S. in patents if you put it all together and make a fair comparison. What can President Trump do to make sure that the Chinese don't do what they've done in the past for other things, like steal our ideas by inviting us in and then banning those particular businesses and slapping tariffs on them?
I've been upfront and personal with having these kinds of things happen with the companies we've been investing in.
You've watched it happen.
I've been an investor in companies where sometimes I've been a beneficiary. You saw that just this morning, Tencent bought a big holding in, I think
Snap.
it was Snap. Yeah.
And they have a big holding in Tesla as well, a big chunk of it.
And they did that, pre-IP. I mean, they did that a long time. So they are one of the great things about the Trump-Xi meeting and this negotiation, because it's a negotiation that's going to go on for years, is that both are really smart guys and both are successful. For the last 25 years, I've heard people tell me why China is going to go into the tank. It's over for all the different reasons you hear even today. They figured out ways to get over all of these problems, and they continue to do that.